The other day I woke up with a fresh smile that is ready to be ruined by whatever depressing news that was slapped me in the face that was on TV, and looked at the bright, cloudy, and rainy skies and said, you know what? I want to watch some This is a sick Negro. Okay, not like that. I watched one anime that was released back in 2021 that has set the internet on fire. Legend has it that some victims who have witnessed the destruction this anime has made died due to its sheer force. And that is Redo of Hero. And all I can say is this. Why the hell was this given the green light to air on TV? No. I refuse to believe that Kadokawa of all companies saw this and decided, you know what? This slaps, let's publish it. I just can't. First of all, this was no ecchi anime. This is not High School DxD, this is not Testament of the New Sister Devil, and most definitely this ain't even Yosuka no Sora. Bro, this was a full-on and not just any. This is something that would make Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast foam at the mouth with excitement. Okay, so before I even get accused of stalling, let's get this over with. The prelude to the storm. So the story focuses on our man Kiaru, who became a hero of recovery thanks to his powerful healing magic that he got from some pixie in a random forest, kissing his eye. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, if that were me, I'm smacking the hell out of that ASAP. I'm someone who is very trigger happy about my eyes, and if I see a pixie kissing my eye without my consent, I'm sorry. Without your consent, you're getting touched. But anyways, we focus on the battle against, again, a fantasy anime centered on defeating the Demon King. I seriously have no idea how many fantasy anime we're gonna get where the Demon King has to be killed by the main cast. Like, it gets to a point where maybe the Demon King is peacefully enjoying his time in his palace, and then you got some random heroes being like, we are here to defeat you at once, you vile disgusting Demon King! Your reign of terror won't end years! Okay, we get it. You don't like Demon Kings. But yeah, no, hold up. Why does the Demon King have my hair and skin color? This is not coincidental. That has to be racist. There's just no way. But yeah, the Demon King slaps and trashes the hero team. Got them thinking that they must be crazy for challenging a Demon King. I'm sorry. You all are getting touched. Leaving Kiaru on the field, and he did what any random healer in the party would do. He rushes to the Demon King and heals himself every time he gets hit. And thanks to his healing ability, he gained the experience just by healing people. And the reason for that is because his healing magic is basically like Orihime's healing ability that reverts time prior to the injury, except in Kiaru's case, he transfers the trauma and pain of the person he healed to himself. So let's just say, hypothetically, let's just say that you have to heal a guy who got a flaming spear up his butthole. You have to feel how it is like to have a blistering spear up your ass. Oh, that's painful. But the more I think about it, some will actually be in post-nut euphoria for that. So he one-shots the Demon King and uses whatever item he has and goes back in time before he even became a hero because he has a revenge plan that he cooked up. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. Call this man Gordon Ramsay because he cooked hard. So he makes it back in time, and the first order of his plan is to eat some nasty ass, dirty ass mushrooms because he has to build up the pain tolerance in order to execute his plan perfectly. Bro, if you really want to get high off the shrooms, just say so. I know they feel good. I see your eyes. You're not slick. Anyways, he gets recruited by this princess named Flare because of his hero potential, so she escorts him to the royal capital where he is sworn as a hero. And the moment that she found out that Kiaru has healing magic, Flare was like, wait, he has healing magic? Ew! So later in the night, Kiaru gets a little visit by this maid who looks like a Timu Rita from Hawkeye Impact and proceeds to, let's just say, reverse crack Kiaru. And just look at these two maids. We got Adam22 and Sneeko watching Alibaba Rita just getting roundhouse like a tunnel in a bullet train. So yeah, apparently in this world, if you get some nut from a hero, your level cap goes up like rare candies and a level cap in a Pokemon Nuzlocke. And this became a common occurrence day by day where Kiaru just bangs some of these maids. Anyways, the next day comes in, he heals this hero who had her arm chopped off during a battle, and what he saw was very shocking. Damn it, someone switched my edit.
you's a freaky ass nigga!
So he saw what happened to the hero that led to her arm getting cut off and collapses. And that was pretty much episode 1. And you're probably sitting there being like, Pedro, that's it? It's not really that bad. Why were people freaking out back in 2021? Yeah, well, episode 2 came in and it got way worse. So in episode 2, he pretty much does some healing, trying to build up his pain tolerance. Then Rita from Wish.com gives him tea that was drugged, which made him pass out. Then he ended up in a jail cell with Goldilocks just smacking him for no reason. And then you had this wrinkly old bastard giving him a drug that pretty much renders him into a sex doll. And this is where every single who was involved in what happened in this cell should be placed on a sex offenders registry. Why? Well, let me present to you all the exhibits of what happened. You had Kiaru getting reverse raped by women, Kiaru getting his cheeks clapped by some niggas, and as if it wasn't enough for, you know, a one-on-one crack session, you got a 1v2. And if I show any of these parts uncensored on YouTube, I'll get a predator missile nuked onto my channel. So to explain this frame, you got a lady giving Kiaru the Gawk Gawk 3000, and you had this guy behind him, butt booty naked, giving him the Black Ops 6 back shots of doom. And then Kiaru relieved his nut inside this mouth, and the guy and the lady start kissing. Do you guys realize how disgusting that is? That is another batter that they have to... Oh man. And mind you, all of this was planned by the princess herself, Flare, simply because she despises the sight of a filthy healer. So she had the old man prepare a drug that renders him like a dog, and when she broke a glass bottle on his head, that jogged his memories, and he had a rude awakening, which gave Flare the heebie-jeebies. But you know what she decided to do? Unlike a black guy, she decided to dismiss it without even checking. Now, I want to let you guys know this man had experienced this in his past timeline, which, mind you, may have been far worse than his current timeline. So he was getting all of this treatment on the daily, but just 100 times worse. That is insane. The storm is approaching. Now, what I've shown you thus far compared to what I'm about to show you is mild. Because what happens to Flare genuinely was far worse than what Kiaru has experienced so far. So the day has arrived for Kiaru's revenge plan. Up to this point, he gathered enough XP and pain tolerance to enact his revenge on Flare. And the first order is to disguise himself as Goldilocks from the jail cell and play a little game he's made. He proceeds to break every single one of Flare's fingers, heals them back to normal, and does it all over again. Then he strips her of her magic, as well as her clothes, by the way, and then smacks his meat across her face. My god, why did I watch this? Okay, so to explain this in Penduro style, basically, have you guys seen that one episode of Henry Danger where Henry beef slaps Jasper in the face? Yeah, that's basically what happened to her. And just look at her face, bro. I actually feel so bad for her. But then when you really think about it, this bitch saw it coming a mile away. Then he asks Flare, would you like my rod or this rod?
This is a sick Negro.
Oh, well, you know, if it were me, I would have preferred your rod. So he rails her pretty badly to the point where she looks actually brain damaged at the end. And to complete this revenge plan, he wipes her memories and changes her face. And you can't complete a master plan like this without having the Kira laugh. Now, in the next day, apparently Goldilocks was blamed for the incident that happened last night, which led to Kiaru being on the clear. So he changes his face so that no one can recognize him. And look at this. Flare looks absolutely different. He straight up photoshopped his face on her and convinced her that they're both lovers. And after this, I mean, you guys know very well what happened after that. Just use your imaginations. And you want to know what's crazy? Once again, this bitch saw it coming a mile away. No, like literally, if she trusted her gut at the cell and went on to check if everything was okay and maybe, you know, actually prepared something in advance, she would have been at least probably 10% safer. It's 10%, I'll take it or leave it. And if I'm gonna be completely honest, none of this wouldn't even happen to Flare if she wasn't a bitch in the first place. That's just me. I am still sitting here and wondering how the this was given the green light and licensing to be aired on TV by Kadokawa of all companies. Now, despite all the obvious hentai elements, I can kind of see this as good revenge anime, but the problem is the good revenge part was literally 2 episodes. So all bro really has to do is look for the other who were also involved in all of the bad treatment and just end up giving him some payback and also make his way to the Demon King. And by the way, if you were really wondering, I still had my pants up while watching this. If you really want to watch this, all I can say is, for the love of God, please save your eyes and sanity. Your purity is more important than this. Anyways, I gotta get some bleach and maybe some holy water and dry my eyes with them. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my suffering once again. I deeply appreciate it. And until the next time, I don't know, nigga, if my eyes are still intact, I'll catch you guys later.